Here we are back at Unity Alfa, sort of walked in and straight away, 488 for sale, brand new Quadrifoglio, 2022, with this absolutely glorious carbon, these gorgeous Sparco Carbon seats, Panda 4x4, you absolute legend, sir. Sometimes it's the small things in life that make the difference. Here we are back at Unity Alfa in Oxford. They're my kind of go-to guys. They just happen to be my local garage, but the sort of service I've got here over the last few years has been impeccable. It's a beautiful small country garage, and you kind of get that personal service that you might not get elsewhere. So I'm just very, very lucky to have this on my doorstep. I'm very lucky to have the relationship that I do. Now, they don't pay me for any of this. I've said that before. I'm just happy to let you know that I get good service here. So if you're in the area, want to pop in, and you know what's just caught my eye here? A beautiful Montreal Verde Quadrifoglio. It's brand new. Could this be my next daily? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go in and find out and see what the spec is. I really don't want to know. If truth be told, I'd only be tempted. I think my car as a trade-in is probably worth mid-30s. Probably 36,000 miles, 2017. Anyway, that's a brand new car, 2022 model, but that stunning color that really set it off. I first saw it at the press car that Alfa had, the GTAm, and I chased that down the M40, so go and have a look at that video. Just one of those things. So we're going to go in, I'm going to talk to the guys, settle the bill. I have had a little bit of work done on the front wing. I don't know if you can see it there. Down in here, someone quite handy in a car park just caught the edge of this. Now it's been in, and you know what? I'm happy with that, to be honest. This is a daily driver. It's not a trailer queen. So you know what? To get the little bits and bits fixed it at the time, that's what I want to do. The service is gratis. I've got an AlfaCare pack. I've got this service free. I've got the next one. I've got the one after that, all free. That'll take me up to about 8 years. I've just added a 3-year warranty, comprehensive RAC warranty onto it, and that'll take me to about 8 years of ownership as well. So that's kind of where it's at now. I'm in my work garb. I'm just off to Oslo tonight via Lyon. If you're interested in such things, I'm curious to get back into the Quadrifoglio, enjoy the drive to work after that. So that's just a very quick update. We'll talk about maybe what has been done. It's just a basic service. Of course, I had the big one done, the 4-year service. There's the link up there for that one. Last year, when all the belts were done, the forward bumper had to come off for that to gain access. Although they do say it's some specialists, the belts can be changed on these without all of that. So you might want to investigate that. That is a big service, about £1,500 if you were going to pay for it yourself. This one is less so. I will endeavour to do more Quadrifoglio bits and pieces. Thank you everyone who voted. It looks like it was a 50-50 split for Range Rover and Alfa Romeo, two completely opposed kind of ends of the spectrum, I suppose. So I'll do more on the Alfa, I promise. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And let's go in, we'll pay the bill, and we'll have a look at this gorgeous Montreal Verde Quadrifoglio. Sort of walked in and straight away, 488 for sale, but it's not that that's turned my head. It is this beauty here. Brand new Quadrifoglio, 2022 in Montreal Verde. Look at that. It's an absolutely gorgeous colour. I saw it in the GTAm when it was launched, so the press car, and this one has these gorgeous Sparco Carbon seats. What did surprise me on that is that they actually got a recline mechanism, but what you lose with the carbon seats is all of the electronic adjustability. You lose the ability for heated seats, and you lose the heated steering wheel at the same time. So for 3,250 quid, the rear seat passengers, look at that, they can enjoy all your carbon magnificence. but really you're gaining carbon seats, and you're losing some of the other options that the car that makes it a bit more usable. So again, this one optioned with this absolutely glorious carbon roof, really sets it off into the rear glass. But it's the colour that's absolutely stunning. I'm not sure I can trade in my 2017. Value's about mid-30s, I would suppose, as a trade-in. And this one is £84,000. If only I had the money. But as far as I'm concerned, it really, really has to be in this colour, and it's absolutely stunning. And if I won the lottery, perhaps the Ferrari would come calling. So you never quite know what you're going to find in the showroom. I'm just come in to obviously collect the car, and I'm met with the Ferraris. I've got the Dodge Challenger in here, and of course the Stellantis group, all responsible for Alfa Romeo and Fiat, Jeep and Dodge, amongst other things. Pretty and pretty expensive. This one's £110,000. So we're going to get into the car, we're going to get to work. Apologies again for the work garb. That's it. Unity Alfa looking after me yet again for servicing. They sorted out a little mark on the front wing, so really happy with that. We've got the puddle lights replaced, and they did that as a favour to me, so thank you very much again, guys. I've got to come back for a little bit of warranty work. Of course, I've renewed the ALA policy for 3 years this time, 1,700 quid, ouch, but that is the top tier insurance with £100 per hour, which covers kind of most of the labour rates in any of the dealerships, but it is the top tier of the RAC warranty. That is only available in cars up to 60,000 miles and 6 years old, and of course my car will become 6 years old in May, hence why I've went for the 3-year plan and not a single-year plan, because next year, if I was to buy 1 year and then renew it again, I would be on the lower tier. So there you go, just a little top tip for all of your warranty needs. I'm not paid for any of this, I pay for it all out of my own pocket. The total for today was £180 for the front wing for the paintless dent repair, and it was gratis for the service because the AlfaCare service plan takes care of that. That is the first of 3 free services effectively for my £600 and odd, £659 I think it was, that I bought last year. So if you've been following it all in the channel, Quadrifoglio ownership, not just as much as you might expect. It's doable. Use these things as daily drivers, enjoy them. And use them, and I'm quite surprised that the Veloce that I've just been driving to and from work over 260 miles only averaged 37 miles per gallon. Now I get that on an easy run on the quad, and certainly over the last 5,000 miles I've averaged 33 miles per gallon in the car, so running costs and fuel is not really the issue. So it's so lovely to be back in the Quadrifoglio. Apologies for the line across the face, it's a really sunny day today. But you know what? In a Quadrifoglio, but it's my Quadrifoglio. And you know what? I've got this car exactly the way I want it. I'm going to do a future video on kind of a walk around and what I've done with it. I've changed the tyres, running plus 10 millimeters MPS 4S. Google that. I've got my wireless Apple CarPlay as an aftermarket option on this one. It was nice to have the touchscreen in the Veloce, but you know what? It's not the be-all and end-all, and I don't need to worry about muddy prints. This car has been absolutely stunning and staggering and amazes me continually over the last 3 years of ownership. It's now got 36,000 miles on it, so I'm not a big mileage sort of person, but it gets dailied, and I suppose the mileage has been kept down because I've been enjoying the Range Rover. So there you go, quite happy to stick with my 2017 for now. If you're going to buy a used car, doesn't really necessarily, unless you really want that touch screen. Everything else can be upgraded, and as I say, I've got wireless Apple CarPlay in this car as a piggyback aftermarket option for a few £100. So as for the Veloce, if you're trying to save a few quid on running costs, you needn't bother. Apart from the big service on the Quadrifoglio, the 4-year service with the belts, and I'm sure the Veloce needs to have belts done as well, but it's slightly cheaper being a 4-cylinder. Insurance, road tax, all the rest of it. You know what? Just go and buy a Quadrifoglio. You'll thank me for it. Don't be afraid. These cars are stunning.
Just then.
And look at that, a Panda 4x4. I have not seen one of those on the road in years. That must be as rare as rocking horse poop. Hats off to you, sir. That is the quintessential mountain car. I would love one of those. Stick a roof box on it and go all over Italy, drive all over the Alps, drive into the French Highlands. It's absolutely one of those cars. Will take you everywhere and will do absolutely everything on an absolute budget. That's made my day. And on a final note, a friend of mine once described his Italian girlfriend by saying, spend a little time with her, spend a little money on her, and she will reward you handsomely. So, on that note, all the best now. Bye-bye.